Good afternoon, everyone. Pakistan, lowest December temperature ever recorded in the country. Reverse jet streams, extreme heat after an extratropical cyclone in Norway, freezing in the Balkans, termed once in a lifetime stratospheric clouds. And are you ready for the Blue Star Kachina return? Let's take a look at where it's at, the beginning of 2020. What are the scariest things that you think about that could devastate your retirement savings today? The Chinese trade war, stock market crash, the Fed losing control of the overnight repo market, a clear sign that there's trouble ahead, gold sitting at 6-year highs. And isn't it time to think about gold and silver as a hedge against a full-blown market crash? Patriot Gold Group is Consumer Affairs' top-rated gold IRA dealer, where you work directly with an owner and avoid paying absurd broker fees. Call today or request a free investment kit. The link's in the description box below. PatriotGoldGroup.com. Starting off here in Pakistan, they've just recorded the lowest December temperature ever in the country, breaking the old record set in 1994 at the bottom of solar cycle 22. This new temperature is 5 degrees below zero Fahrenheit. This was in Skardu, the city, but there's so many other locations that also recorded record lows or tying the old lows or very near to breaking the records. Now, this was mainly focused if you're a trekker up in the Karakoram and Hindu Kush Himalayan range, but as we've seen through the last couple of years, exceptional snows, new weather patterns forming, new precipitation patterns forming all across the Himalaya. So this is just another indicator that something is changing in the range. And then over to Delhi, coldest December day, second coldest since 1901. And it seems wherever you look, we're getting these extremes in temperature, these extremes in our weather, extremes in the jet stream. This is all brought on because, well, the sun's magnetic field declining, and so is our Earth's. And the Earth's magnetic shielding and field is what locks the jet streams in place. And when it's loose, our jet streams are loose. And this is a perfect example right here. Contrast in European temperatures. Look at over Norway, 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. That's in the 50s Fahrenheit for the end of December, unheard of. Yet what's also unheard of is in the Balkans, where it's below freezing. The temperatures have actually reversed themselves in the jet stream flows here. This is obviously a sign. Now, the heat over Norway is the direct result of the extratropical cyclone that just ripped through that area over the last day. You can actually see the second one on tap out there to the west. That's going to be coming in over the next few days. Look for warmer temperatures once again, because that air is being drug up from the central Atlantic, which is much warmer than the Arctic air that cyclonic low is displacing. And look at the weather mix up there. This cloud pattern is right over the Balkans where the extreme cold is. So you can see atmospheric disturbance wherever these temperature extremes are taking place. Now, the reason I was forecasting for another heat wave up into the Scandinavian countries here the first week of January is there's a second extratropical cyclone that's going to blow right through Iceland and then up into Norway, Sweden, and Finland again. And it's going to bring the temperatures up because this is warmer water, warmer temperatures that's going to have more force and power to push that Arctic air out of the way. Graphic for you here. Now, the stable polar vortex on the left side, think of the intensity of the blue as how strong our jet streams are being held in place. So if we have that really dark blue with stable polar vortex, then we have the wavy polar vortex, which is sort of in that middle kind of lighter blue. I would say that over the next few years with this intensifying grand solar minimum, we're going to have to make a third globe on the right and make that thing totally opaque and clear where there's none showing. And then let's see how far out of way the jet streams move and double back on themselves and are completely out of season. This is what's expected in the grand solar minimum as a magnetic field on our Earth responds to the sun going through a 400-year low solar cycle. We're in the low of the 11-year solar cycle right now, but the sun also operates on a larger cycle on a 400-year cycle. not the 11-year cycle. So when it goes low on a 400-year cycle, our Earth responds. And this is exactly what you're seeing right now. And it just so happenstance that once in a lifetime stratospheric clouds are spotted in the exact same spot where they have the record warmth. You think that they're related at all? You think the atmospheric disturbance had anything to do with this? Look at these clouds. People thought it was daytime auroras at first. Polar stratospheric disturbance. I'm going to bring you back to C17K2, the record breaker, furthest active inbound comet ever seen, electrically connecting to our sun even that far out to term Blue Star Kachina. This is going to be an important comet coming through. There's been very little coverage of this thing since this has been reported on, and I'm wondering why. If it was this electrically active that far out, it should be followed month by month as the intensity would increase, and this thing gets a tail, and it has the same color as the Blue Star Kachina. And it's real interesting that it would be wandering through our solar system right now with all these incredible changes on our planet. And this blue star is supposed to be a marker of a time of change, and this is happening right now? I can't believe it's all just random happenstance. I can't. Blue dot there on the left, January 2020 is where the comet is now. It's going to be reaching closest to our planet July 2022. So it'll be intensifying in brightness each and every month as we move through now in the next year and a half. Now, the amount of change in the next year and a half is going to shock our societies on this planet. So when this Blue Star Kachina arrives in our skies and our crops are being wiped out from all these unbelievable jet stream patterns and all of the tumultuous happenings on our planet, and we get the arrival of a sign in the skies talked about from the Hopi prophecies, this is going to be a sign that will rock our planet. Happy New Year to everybody out there. 2020 is going to herald a new era beginning. I hope you are ready. Please prepare. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. And remember the sponsors for today's video: My Patriot Supply long-term food storage. How ready are you for emergencies? It's a great way to support the channel. Get something useful that you can use that'll keep you and your families a little bit safer, a little bit more sound peace of mind for these unknown times ahead. And I'll see you next video, and I'll see you next year.